Once I read a comment about a college guy who got a summer job in an office. There, he became friends with an older colleague at the reception desk. She always needed help with Excel. He kept finding easier ways for her to do her work and eventually wrote scripts. That made her job easier. By the end of the summer, he had simplified the entire process so much that the management decided the company no longer needed her services, and she was simply fired. This story left a deep impression on me. I couldn't shake the thought that his intentions might have been good, but the consequences turned out to be catastrophic. I began to reflect on how easy it is to ruin someone's career without even realizing it. But this story didn't end there. The guy in question was named Alex. He was an ambitious student eager to gain office experience to enhance his resume. Alex genuinely wanted to help his colleague, Lena, who was a senior administrator and had worked at the company for many years. Lena was kind and responsive, and they quickly found common ground. She often shared her problems with him regarding her routine tasks, and Alex, being tech-savvy, started offering her various solutions. At first, these were simple tips on how to organize data in spreadsheets and use formulas to automate certain tasks. Lena was grateful and admired his abilities. Gradually, Alex began developing more complex scripts that reduced the time required to complete tasks. He sincerely believed that he was making her life easier and helping the company. However, as summer came to an end and Alex returned to college, he couldn't shake the feeling that something had gone wrong. He often thought about Lena and how she was managing without his help. Soon after he left, he received a message from her. Lena wrote that she had been fired. Alex was shocked. He couldn't believe that his actions had led to such an outcome. In her message, Lena didn't blame him, but he felt that his assistance had been the reason for her dismissal. He began to realize that automating processes isn't always a good thing, especially when it involves people who could lose their jobs. With a heavy heart, Alex decided he had to do something to fix the situation. He didn't know exactly how, but he understood that he couldn't just leave things as they were. He started researching the company and how he could help Lena. Soon, he learned that she had an excellent reputation among her colleagues and that her dismissal had come as a surprise to many. Alex reached out to several acquaintances who worked at the same company and learned that Lena wasn't the only employee who had been let go. The company was undergoing structural changes, and many longtime employees found themselves in a difficult position. It wasn't just a dismissal, it was a real purge. Alex decided he needed to meet with Lena. He sent her a message expressing his condolences and offered to meet to discuss the situation. Lena replied that she would be happy to see him, and they arranged to meet at a cafe near her home. When Alex arrived at the cafe, he saw Lena sitting at a table by the window. She looked a bit tired but still wore her kind smile. They started talking, and Alex immediately apologized for what had happened. Lena, in turn, was surprised at how much he was concerned about her dismissal. She told him that she didn't blame him and understood that he just wanted to help. "I really appreciate your help, Alex," she said, taking a bite of her pie. "But as you know, sometimes things happen in business that are beyond our control. I had been with the company for a long time, and maybe it was time for a change." Alex felt that this was more than just a change. He knew that Lena was a good worker and that her departure was unfair. He told her about his plans to help her find a new job and offered his skills in creating resumes and preparing for interviews. Lena was touched by his offer, and they began discussing how to improve her resume and prepare for the job search. Over the next few weeks, Alex and Lena worked together. He helped her update her resume, prepare a portfolio, and even rehearsed interview questions with her. Lena was grateful for his support and tried to remain hopeful. Alex, in turn, felt that he was doing something important, which helped him cope with his feelings of guilt. Soon, Lena began receiving interview invitations. She was full of hope, and Alex supported her every step of the way. They often met at the cafe, discussing new opportunities and sharing stories about their days. Lena told him about her dreams and plans for the future. And Alex felt that they had become not just colleagues but true friends. One day, while they were sitting at a cafe table, Lena received a message. She looked at the screen and squealed with joy. "I got a job offer!" she exclaimed. Alex couldn't help but smile. He knew Lena deserved it and was happy for her. "I couldn't have done this without you, Alex," she said, hugging him. "You became a real support for me during this difficult time." Alex felt his heart fill with warmth. He understood that helping people isn't just about making their work easier, but also about being there in tough times. He realized that true friendship and support matter much more than any technical achievement. Lena started a new chapter in her life, and Alex was glad he could play a part in it. He understood that sometimes, even when our intentions are good, the consequences can be unexpected. But it's important not to stop at what we've achieved and always seek ways to make amends and help those in need. Soon after Lena started her new job, Alex returned to college and continued his studies. He often thought back to that summer and how his life changed due to meeting Lena. He became more attentive and sensitive to those around him, realizing that even small actions can have a huge impact on other people's lives. Alex continued to develop his skills in programming and automation. But now he knew that it was not only important to create efficient solutions, but also to consider the human factor. He began volunteering, helping people who face challenges in finding jobs and adapting to new conditions. One day, during one of these projects, he met a girl who reminded him of Lena. She was full of hope, but also felt down due to her failures. Alex remembered how important it was to support people in tough times and decided to help her, just as he had helped Lena. And so, Alex's story continued. He became not only a specialist in his field, but also a person who could support others in their difficult moments. He understood that true strength lies not only in knowledge and skills, but also in the ability to be there for those who need help.